Hi Sue, it's Grania here from Wise Buddha Tarot. Just getting back to you on your reading. Okay, so you asked me a question, so I want to address that first. You wanted to know, had you made the right decision? So what I did is I pulled one card, one oracle card, and just asked that question, and the other ones are your main reading. Okay, so I haven't turned over any of the cards yet. I've just shuffled them to see what comes out, and we'll read them as we go along. So this card here is, have you done the right thing? Okay, so let's have a look. All right, number 4, Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. Okay, so this is from the Oracle of Light and Dark. And the answer is yes, you absolutely have done the right thing. And the signs are with you already. You're already seeing signs that you have. So don't doubt yourself. Okay. And also, with this, I want you to know that grey, particularly grey or black feathers that you find or come across are specific signs for this. Okay, it's a form of divine protection, psychic protection, and a way of telling you that yes, you are on the right path. Okay, so I would take that as yes, hell yes, you absolutely have done the right thing. Don't second guess yourself. As you can see, the angel there has her hand on her hip. She's like, how come you're not getting this? Why haven't you seen this? You know you have. I'm sending you signs. So she's getting frustrated with you. Yeah, you have. Okay, don't second guess it. You've absolutely made the right decision there. Okay, so I hope that answers that one and it clears up a lot of stuff for you. That's our Snow Angel. All right. Now, the way I'm going to do the rest of it is I have another oracle card, which is going to give me the overall theme to the reading and then all the individual cards. So I'm going to turn them around now and we will see what we have. Interesting. Okay. Oh. All right, so the overall theme for the reading here, and this may relate to the Snow Angel. It's another oracle card, number 7. It's Poe. It's about Edgar Allan Poe. But what the card is saying, it's time to change. That to learn something new and to use, it'll be something that's techie based, basically, or on, in the cyber world, and gadgets with wisdom. So it's asking you, it's telling you really that it's time to learn something new. This is a new skill you need to take. Now, it may or may not be connected to your work. It could be a different area. You may need to upskill there. Maybe just something that you want to learn. Okay. And you're going to do that online as opposed to maybe attending a course or in person. Okay. So it'll be done, through tech. Also, just to put you wide, today is what? The 21st. So on the 23rd of August, Mercury goes into retrograde. Now I know you're familiar with that because you're very witchy and intuitive yourself. So that means that Mercury looks like it's going backwards in the sky. It actually isn't, but it brings things back around. Okay. And from the 23rd of August, we're going to put her back down. We're going to have 6 different planets in retrograde, including Saturn, Venus. They'll affect communications, travel, romantic relationships. A lot of stuff gets dragged back up from the past. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean your ex is going to pop up, but it does mean that you'll revisit issues. Okay, so I also believe here, I hate to tell you, but I also believe here that this card is telling you that you need to look at a situation in a different way, that you're going to learn this kind of life lesson. Yeah, I know. Again, and this time you're going to complete the cycle. Okay, so something is going to pop up for you that you're going, oh no, not this. Do I have to deal with this again? Could be something to do with, just the way people communicate with you, or particularly with Mercury being a big, strong influence at the moment. Having to deal with people in a certain way. And this time it's going to work out in your favor. And you're going to close out that cycle, so you won't be repeating this life lesson again. So that's a good thing. Maybe that's what you need to learn. Okay, but it's definitely coming around for you again with the 7, the psychic 7 there. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It might be clarified more in the rest of the cards as we go along. Okay. just about the 6 planets in retrograde. Now is not the right time to have surgery, to be flying long distance, to be making travel plans. There's miscommunications, emails going astray. You're probably familiar, I know, with things fritzing, particularly gadgets, technology, phones, iPads, that type of thing, just going what? As soon as you pick them up. So make sure you're grounded, take the shoes off, go and walk out in the garden, touch the plants, get your hands in the soil, center yourself. We're in for a bit of a bumpy ride, I'm afraid, for the next 6 weeks, but there's not an awful lot we can do about it. It's just try and stay focused. All right, so now that brings us on to you now, and we have the wonderful High Priestess card. Okay, so this is you, and you're stepping up into very powerful female energy, which I know you have, and you're looking good, girl, which is great. You're highly charged with this card to the moon, which I know. There's a full moon on the 31st of this month, and it's actually a blue moon. So a blue moon is when there's 2 moons, either in one full month, which is August generally. Any of the months that have 31 days normally have 2 moons, or 2 moons in a quarter. All right, back to back. They're very powerful, and there's a lot of stuff is going to be shook up, all right, emotionally. I have to say that, this is linking back to here, our snow angel here. The signs, pay attention to your signs. Now, I know you're very familiar. You're very tuned into, the feathers, the white feathers, the pennies, the robins, that type of thing. They're not coincidences, despite what other people think they are. Oh, that's all a bit woo-woo. There's synchronicities from the universe. Okay, no such thing as coincidence. You know that. If you think something, trust your gut. You know what I'm talking about. You know when you know. You just have a feeling. It's in your gut. You know it. So I want you to pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities at the moment. Okay. Now, in terms of work, your work-life balance will become easier. There's something new coming for you. It could be a pleasant surprise. But I do have to warn you that there is still gossip, not necessarily about you, but around you at the most. I know you don't work in the nicest environment. It can be a bit toxic sometimes, but there is something that's going to shift it. All right, the High Priestess is saying, but definitely you're in your female power energy there, and in the next 6 weeks, with all the planets being retrograde, you are definitely going to be tapping into that intuitive side, that psychic side of you. So do pay attention. You may even notice, I've said about the grey feather and the black feathers, you often get little white baby feathers, which are like, I call them angel feathers, like, which you see quite a lot. But grey and black are important to you. They're showing you that you are being divinely guided, divinely protected. All right, and yet you're very, very in tune with the moon. So I know you look at the Coven page, and I often send you a message, but pay attention to the moon cycles. All right, because as we get older, we're more in tune. The moon regulates the tides, okay, and our bodies are 70% water, so it stands to reason that they can affect us emotionally. So the full moon is the 31st. If you add about 14 days onto that, roughly thereabouts, you're into the new moon energy, and then another 14 days thereabouts. It's 28 to 30 days per moon cycle. So there are actually 13 moons in the year, even though there's only 12 months. That's just the way it works out. The moon can be very healing for you, and it's definitely going to ramp up your psychic abilities. That's what I'm feeling in the next 6 weeks. So do pay attention. Also, with regard to work and gossip, a secret is going to be revealed, or something that hasn't yet been shown is going to be revealed. Probably just after the full moon, so the start of September. The High Priestess always brings about, she has the moon here, as you can see. That's actually a new moon. So it could be the 14th of September. With full moon, new moon, she's bringing about things that haven't been said yet. So you're going to find out something that nobody else knows very, very shortly. Okay. I don't feel anything bad. I'm not getting any bad energy off it. I think it's just something very interesting. Okay. So that's you and the High Priestess. I always knew you had it in it. Okay, now we have this card in a blockage position. Okay, I do not like this card. He's the King of Swords. Came up actually in somebody else's reading the other day. I don't like him at all. But it is what it is. So the King is a dark-haired male. He's tall. He's very stubborn. He can be quite obnoxious. This absolute power trip needs to be right. His energy, he needs to be right. Okay, and he doesn't often want to hear what other people have to say. Very sharp edge. Okay, the sword's very, very sharp edge. And need to protect yourself from this man. I believe that he's blocking your path. I presume that this is career-wise. I feel you might have applied for something, either applied to move or applied for another position, higher position, or applied to move out. And he is blocking this. Not because you've done anything on him, just out of pig ironery, he just wants to. He's just that type. You'll know who I'm talking about. I'm getting the initials P for Peter, and it might not be Peter, P for Paul, and M for mother, P and M there. You'll know who I'm talking about as soon as I say this person. There's also something else coming up around the hubby. That's not him, by the way, but just the male energy on the other side of the scale. I'm getting lots of tests. So doctor's tests into the GP. You probably doesn't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's coming up. So it needs to be told. It's to do with water. So it's kidneys, bladder, anything that area, prostate, the whole thing. It could be just something simple like an infection, but he is going to be sent for a barrage of tests. I don't believe it's serious. It could be just an infection or an inflammation that hasn't been picked up. Okay, it could be from a strain, from lifting something. It could be from chronic stress. I don't know, but it's not majorly serious. I don't want you to worry about it, but you will be kind of like, what the hell is the GP sending them for a moxie load of tests? But belt and braces, obviously, something there that hasn't shown up, but it's it's going to be uncovered, and I believe it'll be easily treatable. So he might be off his feet for a while, if that is the case. All right, I'm seeing lots of medication. Could be antibiotics, maybe steroids or something like that, but not hospitalization or anything like that, but just, you need to know about that. Okay, so you can tell him. I'm sure he'll laugh and go, no, that's woo-woo, but look, it is what it is. All right, so I am getting the feeling you need to protect yourself from this King of Swords, the person who's blocking your path. Your hubby is not blocking your path. It just that came up around the male energy there. The sword's been like a sharp stabbing pain. Okay, so mind that guy. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so this is an interesting one. The Three of Wands. It's in the past position. So this is you now, this is your future, and this is the past. And this is you looking forward, movement, travel, planning. And you haven't seen it come to fruition yet. Sorry, this card is one of my wobbly cards. I had to iron it. It folds in half. It hasn't come to fruition yet. All right, so you're feeling a bit frustrated with that, like you're going nowhere, and this is leading into this blockage. Might have to do a bit of work on that man actually to get him out of your way. I don't like his energy at all. But I want you to know, you need to be very proud of yourself. You're very hard on yourself sometimes. You do a great job in every way. You're very good at your job. You're a great mom. You're doing a great job with your kiddos. They're good. As far as I can see, there's no issues there. You do a great job. You're a great mom. You're a great wife. You look after your family. You're a great daughter, sister, sister-in-law, friend. You really do need to give yourself a bit of a pat on the back. You're very hard on yourself, honey. You're doing it all. And that can be a bit overwhelming sometimes, but remember to cut yourself some slack, okay? You're You're some woman for one woman, but you are only one woman. Okay, you can't be everything to everybody. All right. But I just wanted to know that you need to be acknowledged. Okay, you're doing a terrific job. Yeah, this is something that you've applied for, you've looked forward to, traveling, movement. There's movement there. Maybe it's movement within work or yeah, forward planning, but it hasn't come to fruition yet. It's a bit stubborn there. I think the King of Swords is, really putting a spanner in the works for you, whoever this obnoxious asshole is. I don't like him at all. Okay, but thankfully we have your Three of Wands here translating into your Eight of Wands. Now, Eight of Wands can be frustration. You need to be a little bit patient, but you're waiting for news of a decision. Okay, 8 here is always news coming. You're waiting on it. All right, and it's a decision by others. So you've applied for something or you've asked for something and you feel like you've been blocked, and in a way you have, but I think you're going to get the answer that you want. All right, and it's coming fairly shortly. It's a matter of weeks. It's less than 8 weeks. It's probably 4 or 5. Okay, so it's coming very imminently. Might ask about that. I might pull a clarification card about that too. Also, what I'm getting, I don't like this card for health reasons. It indicates, one of the things it indicates is to do with bones. Now, I don't for a minute think that you have osteoporosis. That's often what it comes up with. But it certainly wouldn't be any harm as we get older to, make sure you're getting enough calcium. Maybe take, a supplement if you feel you need it. But knowing you, and I know you've had problems with your ankle in the past, this feels like a break to me. I'm sorry, I have to tell you, it's not good news, but I have to tell you, because if it's any possibility that it's going to happen to you, I want you to be mindful of it. And it's in the lower limbs area, so it will be leg, ankle, foot. At least I think it's you. I'm going to pull a clarification card in case it's not. It's female anyway. Hang on one second. I'll put that down. Right. Let me see. Is this for Sue or is it for a female around her? Just bear with me a sec. Give me a clarification card on that. Is it for Sue? Judgment. Okay, that's your news coming in. That's not what I asked you, Tarot. Okay, that's your news coming in. That's the Angel Gabriel coming through. And it's news. You'll get your news very quicker than you thought. Okay, it will be good news. All right? That's not what I asked you, okay? That's Tarot telling me to shut up. Okay, let me ask now. Is that bone issue, is that for Sue or is that for a female around her? Let me see. Queen of Pentacles. Reversed. Okay, yeah, I know it's female. Give me one more. I can feel it's female. Yeah, that's not giving me what I need to know. Come on, Terry, you're acting the maggot. Oh, yeah, this is not for you, honey. I think this is for your little one. Let me just ask. Is this for Sue's daughter? I hope it's not. But I'd rather know. Yes, it is. Okay, so there's going to be a break. You're going to have to be really careful with her. I can see you having sleepless nights worrying about her. So there's little injury coming for her. It could be like a hairline fracture. It's something in the ankle, foot. It's lower limb. I'm hoping it's just going to be a sprain and not a break, but it's definitely something to do with a bone. Okay. Not nice news, but I'd rather you know and be prepared, just watch over her. Let me see if any more information on that. The Magician. Okay, it is an injury. There is going to be a fall. It's not going to be as severe as I thought. Phew, that's good. Okay, so it might just be like a minor sprain. It's going to put a stop to her gallop. She's full of energy. Right, it's going to put a stop to her gallop. So she may just have to be off her feet. God, I hope that doesn't happen at the same time as your husband's not well. I'll have to drive you to the funny farm. Okay, so she may be off her feet. I'm just seeing days, so hopefully it's not a break. It's just like a sprain. Okay. So just be careful if she's on a bike or skates or anything like that. Yeah, just keep an eye on her. She's full of energy, hyper, and yeah, I wouldn't wish that on her. But look, I'd rather you know than I don't see an operation. There's no swords around, but there definitely is. I just said that page of swords came up. Yeah, no, that's male. I'm not getting that. Right, so she's definitely going to have to have some sort of treatment, like an X-ray or a splint. Okay. No, doesn't require surgery from what I can see. So, okay. And she will be healing. All right. Okay. Yeah, she will be healing. So I just want you to be aware of that in case it does come up for you shortly. I'd say it'll be within the next 3 months. Okay, so you might want to get the bubble wrap out for her. Wrap her up. Okay, so while I have you here, I just want to ask about this, and your news is going to be positive, whatever it is that you've applied for something. It's to do with work. And are you going to get it? The news seems positive, so let me just see. I'm going to take one of my divine oracles and also another tarot and say, sure, we may as well while I have you on. Okay. Right, so I got the student. You probably can't see that, but I'm going to read it out to you anyway. So this ties in a little bit with the pole card, that you're going to learn something new. This is another skill you're going to learn. Let me see. You have a thirst for your subject. Okay, so this is something you're really, really interested in. If your head is full of undisciplined irrelevances, there can be no room to learn. As the good teacher passes on knowledge, you must become the good student. So prepare. Prepare to learn. Concentrate on clearing your mind. It is much easier to understand in this way. This just does not apply to scholarly pursuits, but how you live your own life. Okay, so be open to learning. All right, that's a theme coming through here. Okay. Yeah, definitely something new for you on the horizon. Okay, let me see. I'll just pull one more tarot card about this. Let me see. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a major arcana card, and it's linked with the number 22, which is a master number, 2 and 2. Okay, and the Hanged Man is it's basically a turnabout. It's a 180. So something that you thought was lost to you or that you'd never get is now on its way. All right, and it's something that you've wanted for a while, I believe. Okay. Major Arcana, important decision. And I hope that's the decision you've already made. And have I done the right thing? I hope that's what it is, because I believe that you have. And also it's imminent. So yeah, there's important news coming to you. All right, let me leave that there. So you have 2 important cards there. Hanged Man and Judgment, both major arcana. And then you being the High Priestess, again, another major arcana. So that's 3 in a reading. That's pretty good. As I said, the major arcana is only 22 in the whole deck, so they don't come out as often as I would like to see. Okay, so overall, yeah, it's pretty mixed here, I'm not going to lie. So we have, yes, you've done the right thing. There's something new that you're going to learn that's been reiterated here. Something that you've wanted in the past and planned for and applied for is coming towards you with the 8. Yeah, a little bit concerned about this horrible person. I might just ask about him now in a minute and see if there's anything we can do about him. Also, hubby will have a few health issues, nothing too serious. And your daughter, is it Robin? I think it's Robin. That's what I'm getting, Robin. Anyway, yeah, it might have a bit of a tumble. Okay, so watch out for that. Again, don't think it requires surgery, but it could be serious. So a serious injury in the sense that a sprain for a small child can be debilitating. They might be off their feet for a bit. So yeah, as I said, get the helmet and the shin pads and the gum shield, the whole lot out for her. She's a gas ticket. She's full of energy. Okay, so it's mixed. Let me just ask about this King of Swords, because I'm really not liking him. I want to see if the secret, if that is connected to him, as maybe he's going to be shown up for who he is. I don't know. We'll ask about him. Can you give me some more clarification, Spirit, on the King of Swords? I don't like him at all. And he's come in a couple of times this week. Ugh. Okay, so what do I need to know about the King of Swords here? This man who's blocking Sue, or the horrible energy. It could be several men. It might not just necessarily be one man. It could be just energy. It's just, it's horrible. Okay. So give me some information on that, please. Okay. So the cards I got: Seven of Cups and the Chariot. Okay, which is also a 7. So that's very interesting. Now, the Chariot is another major arcana card. So big things are happening for you. And the 7 of Cups indicates confusion. You weren't sure. You really, really, really weren't sure about this. So I think that's why you've asked. And the Snow Angel is saying, yeah, no, look, it's fine. I've given you the signs. You're on the right track. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. I've got you. Okay. So with this being reversed, I'd say, yeah, there's been some confusion. There's been some cloudy thinking around this area. Here. Okay. Now the Chariot is always career related. Okay. And you have two very distinct decisions, and the Chariot is moving forward. So I believe you've made the right decision. Okay. It's not really telling me a whole lot about him, but maybe he's going to be found out. Let me see. Maybe it doesn't matter what he said or done. I don't like it. It's not nice energy. Pull one more and we see. Okay. You're not to worry about him because we have the 9 of Cups here. And Cups is love and emotions. But this particular one, 10 is happy families and rainbows and kids and dogs and puppies and all that kind of stuff. But the 9 is satisfaction. So you are going to get your satisfaction basically around this situation. So whatever he or they have said or done is not going to matter in the long term. I do believe that something is going to be revealed that hasn't been revealed yet. Okay, either not necessarily by you, but for you. Okay, for your information and for those around you. So there is, this is satisfaction on every level. It's basically, having your cake and eating it too and making a trifle out of it. So, you couldn't ask for a better result there. So, don't worry about that King of Swords. Feck him. Let him off with himself now. He's done himself. I think he's going to show himself up, to be perfectly honest with you, with the Judgment card, because not only is Angel Gabriel delivering good news, but he will be judged. He will be called out by people around him. Okay, so he'll be seen for what he is. All right. I hope that clears things up. There's quite a few cards there, but as usual, Sue, you know me. Come back to me. Any specific questions, or if you anything that you want to ask. Mixed bag. The only thing is, looks positive enough for yourself. Just hubby and daughter. You need to get bubble wrap for those two. Okay, lock them in sleeping bags or something. And of course, if you do need any healing sent, just let me know. I do the healing circle every Thursday. So just let me know and I can send them healing. Okay. Good to read for you as always. And let me know if there's anything else that you want to know. Okay. My blessings to you all. Take care, hon. Bye.